other cities. Those days have officially come to an end. When you think of an A, it's the best grade you can have, and by 2020, I want to see the Cleveland Metropolitan School District graduating its students at a rate that's strong or better than any suburb. So it's time for us to come around that. And then the R of recreation, Cleveland has so many assets that are amazing. We have a lakefront and a riverfront. Both are underdeveloped and underutilized. Those days have come to an end as well. We're going to build up our lakefront and build up our riverfront so we can get people moving downtown in a family-friendly environment that's conducive to a community being built. And then with volunteerism, I like to quote John F. Kennedy. He said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what can you do for your country?" In this case, ask not what Cleveland can do for you, but what can you do for Cleveland? If we can get everybody, East Side, West Side, Republican, Democrat, African American, Caucasian, Hispanic, ethnic, the whole community around a cause that's bigger than themselves, which I believe is the future of this city, and specifically our youth, then I think we can start clicking and really bring a championship mindset to this town. So volunteerism, and then last but not least, and you can be assured that the last E, which is economic development, it's not least. We're looking to bring a prosperity model to this city, and I believe those other things need to be in place for that to happen. So in economic development, I think we've got an outstanding chance to build environmentally friendly wind farms out on Lake Erie, producing alternative energy for the city, where the manufacturing community can start building things here, and Cleveland can be a premier city for alternative energy in the world. So it's our time in that area. I also think with healthcare, we've got University Hospital, we've got Cleveland Clinic, we've got Metro System, and I really would like to see this MedMart Convention Center come together so that we're attracting people from all over the world to Cleveland as a healthcare haven. And then last but not least is really entrepreneurship. I want to see people, inner city youth and everybody having a chance to build businesses. Because I don't believe it's government's role to produce jobs. I believe it's government's job to get out of business's way so that they can have the tax incentives they need so that they can produce jobs. So I want to see the business community rise up, and I think the best way to do that is to surround them with a vision that they can get excited about. So I'd like to see entrepreneurial companies being built and implemented all throughout the city and region, and I think a Kylo administration would really bring the aspects to that so they could really produce it.
Let me ask you, when you speak on a prosperity model, are you enthusiastic about working with grassroots organizations as far as developing the green economy?
Oh, you know, great question. Couple points. Grassroots, that's who we are. Team Kylo to Serve Cleveland from the beginning to now has been people. You know what? The people always have had the power. It's time to make sure they remind themselves of that. And I want people all across this community feeling involved in this, because when they feel involved, their attitude, they get excited, and they feel like they're truly making a difference. So we're sending a message to grassroots organizations out there. If you have a heart for Cleveland and its future, then come on board. And I would say this, one of the songs in the 70s by the OJs was the Love Train. It's time to jump on the Love Train because it's left the station. But in terms of green technologies and things like that, I think Cleveland could really position itself well for that. It has the assets, it has the people that are passionate about the issues. I'm all for bringing the